What? What in tarnation is this, you ask? A couple of days ago, because I was unable to do a podcast just because of things that happened, and I will tell you, generally with Prayer Shawl, about the week before is really busy, but we have had some issues with being able to get in enough yarn for the Prayer Shawl group because of the yarn shortages. And I will tell you, the good news is the vendors I have talked to have told me they think it's only going to be about 2-3 months where there might be possibilities of not being able to get the amount of yarns that you want in. And basically it's because when I go to order yarn for the Prayer Shawl community, I'm ordering anywhere from 250 to 350 skeins of yarn each month. So when you place orders that are big like that, they have to be able to support it and be able to do that, to get it out to you. And then you had, all those things that were going on, like, China is slow walking a lot of their contracts. India's having issues with flu and COVID. So a lot of the people that would normally be in the factories making the yarn are not, for whatever reason. And we use acrylic yarns because it is easy to care and manage. We don't have to give any special instructions. And many people, when they're in a crisis, just can't keep on top of doing some of the special things you need to do to yarns, that are animal fibers. So that's why we use the acrylic. But, and then you had the problem with UPS and, FedEx not being able to get all their packages out, as well as the United States Postal Service. They're still backlogged, and so we had that perfect storm. But at Prayer Shawl, many people in the community know that we are there, so that when a family member passes away that uses yarn and is like all of us, yarn addicts, they often will donate their yarn. And we don't always get a call about it. Sometimes we walk into the church, we're going to take a load of yarn into the church that we just got in the mail, and we find this. So yeah, there was a lot of yarn to go through, to sort, and then the following day we had another donation, as well as the other day we had another donation. And many of those were in small skeins, small balls like this. And there are two, so we're going to combine those into one, cake. And some of the smaller ones, we've had to get creative with those and create yarn cakes with the different colors and, to bring colors and everything in. So, that's kept me from getting a podcast because it has almost been a daily thing to go in and to work on just the Prayer Shawl items. So that's the explanation of why there was no podcast this week. We should be back. I should be back to normal for the rest of the week, But to answer what you've asked about this is what this is. It is an electric yarn ball winder. This was a Boy made by Simplicity yarn ball winder. And I have had this probably since 2005, when our Walmart really scaled back on their craft section and scaled back way back on their yarn and their fabric. They had a lot of things that were clearanced, and that was something that was clearanced. I got that for $5. And I thought, well, you know, I'll provide a link for you guys so that you could buy one if you wanted one. Apparently they are unavailable. You can get used ones on eBay from anywhere from $99 to, I think I saw one for $169. Now these used to sell for, I think, about $45 originally. But like I said, my Walmart was clearancing them out. I got it for $5 clearance. So when I saw it, of course, I snatched it up. I do love it. It has its own issues. And I will describe one of those issues. When I have yarn on my Swift, it's fairly smooth and I don't have any issues with that. But the thing with this is when you are winding the yarn onto these to make your cakes, you have to have your yarn flowing fairly smoothly. And as you saw in the video the other day, I frequently was stopping to either unwind more yarn, you know, from the balls or whatever, or to, because it had gotten tangled up as it was moving up, untangle it. And the issue with this is when it gets tangled or the yarn's not flowing smoothly, you get this god-awful screech. And you can actually strip the gears on the machine. So it has its bonuses and it has its negatives, and that's one of the negatives. But when I have, like I said, when I have a hank that is on my Swift, it goes fairly smoothly. You know, there are very rarely any issues, other than occasionally if I didn't get the hank on there correctly, sometimes a piece of yarn is under instead of being out on the outside, those kind of things. That's the biggest issue that I have had with this. So I love it. But yeah, it's an electric ball winder. And I don't know, maybe Boy will make it or come out with a better version. It does have, I will show you a little bit about it. It does have a suction cup on the bottom. And the way that works is you have a lever up here that you put up. Then when you get it set down on where you want it, you press that down and it's supposed to create a suction. Honestly, it doesn't really work all that good. Even when you clean it and everything. What I have found is if I use a glass cutting board, and I do have one that I use with my with the Centro that I got. I do have one that I use with that, so when I bring that up and put that down, it works very well and suctions to the glass part of the board. But then again, you need to clamp that to the table, otherwise it's moving all over the place. So yeah, it has some bonuses and some negatives, but I do enjoy using it because it makes it a little bit faster. It is a little bit easier than, you know, the hand crank. The other one that I have, ball winder, is a hand crank, a knit picks, and I love it too. I use it most of the time downstairs. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's what this little machine is. Now, as you notice, part of the title is what in tarnation is that thing? And also the $10 Dollar Tree 10 yarn. I did finish that, and of course I did start with the garnet, then we went to the daffodil, and then the purple, and then I believe this was aqua, and then ended up with crepe. I'm going to insert a picture here of that. There you go. It's finished. It comes when I am standing, it touches the floor and comes up under my chin. I am supposedly 5'2", although when I had my neck surgery, they took off half an inch. So I am actually 1.5 inches tall now. They made me shorter. And I can't wait for when my age, shrinks you down, all that tissue in there, and I'm going to be even shorter. But it's no fun being short. And while I have you here, I'm going to give you a couple of shout outs. The first one is Deb at One More Whip, as in WIP. Now, she is primarily a monogamous crafter, and I am in awe of people that do that because, I get bored. I call it craft ADD, that I have to have more than one project going, and I have a lot going, which I realized I need to work on some of my whips that are half done. Then there is Lori at Cloudy Nook Crochet. She is quite a bit of fun. She does a lot of hers and an overhead as you're seeing her work. I believe she only has one video where you see her face. But check out Lori's channel, you're going to enjoy it. Then there is Lisa from Canada, and she is DragonB Crochet. Hers are really short videos. Basically, she just gives you the view of what she's doing. I think her longest video is 2.5 minutes. But here's hoping that Lisa starts to do some longer videos, because the little short takes, I'm really liking seeing those. Then there is ThimbleHooks. This is Bethany, or Beth. And Beth, right now, she has what she calls a feature of confessions of a crochet hook. Oh, I can't remember what it is now, but it's COACHH. She loves crochet hooks, and so she has this beautiful hook collection, and she shows us the new hooks that she gets and gives reviews on those hooks as well. She right now is having a giveaway. She wants to reach 625 subscribers so that she can give away this beautiful Symphonia Rose crochet hook set that has Swarovski crystals in them, and they are stunning. So check out Beth over at ThimbleHooks. Let's get her to that 625 so she can give away that hook set and look into some more giveaways. She has quite a few giveaways, but I'm really enjoying the hook reviews that she does, the different hooks. It's a lot of fun to see the collection and to see the hooks that she has. So yeah, check these gals out. The links will be down below as well. And I hope that someday you're able to find an electric yarn ball winder, because they are a lot of fun, and it goes way faster than that hand crank. All right, everybody, have a blessed day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.